Hello everybody, it's MicheleMarieDalene, and yes, we know who might come up here. In fact, may I sit down on the microphone? He's always ready to jump up here and give us attention. So I'm going to bring this microphone back a little bit so that if he does jump up here, I'm talking about fame, of course, that it won't totally muffle my voice so you can hear me. But, hello, Mr. Cat. Told you you'd be here. Yeah. Anyway, I did a list of things that we were talking about the TV thing. I did a list of what can one buy for about $120. Now, Mr. Cat, you're gonna let me do my video, okay? And the list is not all inclusive. Let me just read to you. I tried to break it down to a total of the 120. So it's not necessarily 100% accurate. Two nice dresses at about $60 a piece. Ditchium 4-port FXO card plus a SIP hardwire phone at $60 a piece. One Cecilio CVN 300 violin for about $120. 2 months of T-Mobile $50 phone plan for a total of $53.85 a month each. One Roku 2 streaming box for about $65. One Linksys SPA 3102 FXO Plus router for about $70. 2 700 TVL PAL camera heads at about $60 each. Granted, those are pretty nice heads for that price, but I just wanted to throw some numbers that's pretty realistic. 3 Shure PG58 microphones. Please notice it doesn't say necessarily with cord. It just says $35 each. 1 Frozen Deluxe 3 LP set record at $80. Belts for our tape recorder, Philips tape recorder, at $80. Probably get cheaper, but that's just what they throw for numbers here. $60. 2 Shure R3 Ips elliptical styluses for my turntable, $25 a piece. 1 400-foot Tri-X-Pan 60mm reversal movie film for about $100. Actually, I think it's a little more than that, but not by much. Solar panel, I don't know what size, and so I couldn't put the wattage in there. A sealed lead acid 50 amp hour battery. Again, I don't know the price, so I just left it there as a number. The Western Electric 554 black rotary dial wall telephone at $40 in good condition. A Western Electric 2554 touch-tone wall phone, also used in good condition, for about $40. The digital printed backgrounds for the studio here, those go for about $25 each, so you can probably get at least 4 of them anyway. Brand new window air conditioner for about $120. The rooftop TV antenna, not with no rotor, just the antenna itself, probably for about $60, and the rotor probably would cost you a little extra, or at least you can have 2 antennas and multiplex them together. The AT&T Lucent Avaya BIS 10 phone systems, which we use here, about $50 each used, and of course the Apple. This is a little more than $120, but what now? Throw it in here anyway. Apple iPhone 4S, $149. And last but not least, 3 boxes of Kinsey eye drops for $108. That's what you could buy for about $120. That you'll be saving this month on, by suspending the satellite service, is you'll have money extra to buy any of those items in 1 month time. And of course, if you want to know the secret mathematics, if you say, as I said, is about $120 $7. Let's just run it off. Say 120 times 6 months is going to be It's going to be $820. $820 for 6 months is going to give you a nice chunk of chump change that you can use to again have a nice, awesome top of the line chroma key studio processor. Not just chroma key, but also it can do other special effects as well, including boxes and things like that. That is available for about $500 and on eBay. Now, by the way, one of the things I found out from my eBay app on my phone, which annoys me to no end, is eBay has sent me a reminder that the eBay app available for my iPhone 3GS is going to be retired soon. What that means is that they're changing their format of the application so that it will no longer work anymore. And I must tell you that really kind of gets me a bit upset, because the fact of the matter is that I use my phone for a lot of researching, especially late at night when I get inspiration strikes and I just want to go ahead and look up something really quick. And not fire up the big computer. And so now they're telling me is now I need to upgrade to the newest version of the app, which is only available for iOS 7.0, which is not available for the 3GS at all. And we went through the same thing with Google Plus, and I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to go through the same bullshit again with Google Plus. Here's the funny thing, however, if you think about it, both Android applications, I can still get applications, Google Plus and stuff for Froyo Android, and I can, right now my phone has got, I think KitKat on it, but the phablet. But yet the funny thing is despite that, I can still use the newest, latest software on my fabulous phablet that is not even being currently still made anymore. And yet these companies are still producing products. Now, I did a video last night, which is in the process. I'm going to get rendered, processed, and dealt with up onto the YouTube tonight. And it's was done with my iPhone and the Yellow House next door. Hi, Rusty. He's here today. You can see both my kitty cats are doing quite well. They're very happy to have me home, I can assure you. Mr. Mark Morris wondered if I was okay, since he saw the last episode about me kind of being in a variety of places. And let me just explain, Mr. Morris, I am doing quite fine, thank you. I am, of course, safe. I'm actually on campus. It's just that because of the construction of the porch, is that they do not want us to sleep here. Now, unfortunately, some of the tenants are kind of not following the rules. I'm one of the ones that is taking the time to follow the rules. However, one night I did not sleep. I did sleep here because I was worried about the cats. Right now it's raining like a son of a bitch out there, so I might just sleep over here tonight, and go over there tomorrow. I don't know yet. I do have my jacket with me, so I really don't have an excuse to not go to the appropriate places and hang out. But regardless, Mr. Morris, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. I am not homeless. I'm far from it. I got in contact with a guy today. I was commenting on a video by Westlife, and he was talking about this cheap Chinese stereo that he happened to pick up. And he was pointing out that there is the deficiencies of the equipment. And I pointed out to him that looks like it has plenty of room for mods. You can modify it. You can mod it. You can put a new turntable cartridge on it and a preamp for magnetic cartridge, and it would probably work fine. And this guy, some Asian guy, said to me, well, what about your fat ass? And excuse me, I said to him, what does my fat ass got to do with a stereo system? There's just people in this world that just bring up stupid stuff And by the way, as far as the weight report goes, I'm actually still doing pretty dang good. Ding, 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 ding. Why? Because I just checked my weight today. I'm 45. 45 at the biggest part, which is my gut, is 45, and my upper chest is still 43. So don't tell me I got a fat ass, asshole. Because I'm holding my own, and guess what? I'm heavy enough to crush you flat. This guy looked like he was an Asian guy. He was a small guy. I probably could, if I sat on him, he would look like a toothpaste tube if someone stomped on him. But the truth is that it's okay. You know, it's alright if you're fat. It doesn't make a bad person to a good person. It's, like I told him, what does my weight have to do with the discussion at hand? And that's a great question. Did I talk about my weight in the discussion? No, I was talking about how we can modify the stereo, a cheap, inexpensive Chinese knockoff, and maybe improve it a bit. Maybe he was one of the Chinese workers who built that stereo and he felt offended. I don't know. There's no reason to be offended. You know, we live in a society where there's a lot of people that would take that stereo and say, I see potential here. I see potential where I can improve it. I see ways I can make it better. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just like I said last night, there are things that the television companies need to do to improve their situations. And as more and more people are leaving television, or paid television companies such as Dish Network, DirecTV, and cable, because they don't like what they got. Okay, I've been exploring the power of classic radio time, old time radio shows. I've been listening to my friend Irma and Dimension X and 2000 plus radio shows, and some of them are heard here because of my hearing loss. But thanks to some modern technology, I can actually work on improving the sound quality that I'm using on City and to lower some of the frequencies that are making it difficult for me, or where I think there's some kind of muddiness. I can improve that and get some crisp, better crisp sound in it. That's what technology does for you. Okay? Fran Blanche today brought up a very interesting topic I wanted to address with you. She was talking about how MySpace, originally she had a MySpace account like me, and MySpace changed the system enough that all of the classic MySpace accounts are gone. Poof, gone, no more. Okay, yeah, I still have an account, it's just, it's not the same as it was back when MySpace, prior becoming this big giant in scene for musicians and artists and things like that. And she happened to point out that there was a lot of things that she had saved in a MySpace account that she never thought about archiving and porting over to another computer. And then what happened is the changes to the MySpace resulted in all of her work going up in smoke. Here today, poof, gone tomorrow. And she says it's a real shame because we keep wanting to push over now books and videos and things into digital format, and of course it's so transitory that there's no permanence to it. What she said to me and to her audience, that there's a reason why books should always be preserved and always be respected in printed form, because at least the book will be available for the future to read. Treat it good. A book doesn't require electricity. A book it's not so much at the mercy of somebody just liking to press the erase button. A book is a book is a book. Okay, so I have, of course, that book which I read you earlier today. And this is my notebook. It's not very full. I'm just starting to get back into writing long notes and entries into it. And it's thanks to the eye drops, I'm able to get back to doing the things I used to do and writing things down in printed form. You don't know how much of a blessing it is to be able to read again. You have no idea. To be able to curl up with a good book, even if it's a technical book, being able to enjoy a novel or a story. We forget how wonderful it is to be able to read. And for me, reading was my life, and for many, many years, I did not use TV at all. In fact, in the 1980s, we only had one TV. In the early 80s, we only had one TV in my parents' living room, and that was it. And the rest of us just had to find other entertainment. I never really watched TV that much, except maybe once or twice a week, a good show or two. But I always was curling up with a good book and reading books in the library, one after the other. I was a book junkie. I still am a book junkie. But then when I got the cataract in my right eye, it resulted in me, unfortunately, having to give up the things that I missed ever so much, which was the ability to read a book. But thanks to the eye drops, I'm actually able to read again. And it's a far cry from the vision I had back when I was in high school. But it is now finally possible for me to again go back and read a book. It might take a little bit more to read it because of my eyesight, but at least I can read a book. And I can enjoy the stories I read. There's nothing more nicer than reading a great book in bed and me and Lumi could snuggle and talk at the same time about the book we're reading and stuff. Just like with the radio shows, I'm actually enjoying listening to alternative to television media. I'd like to see if there's any new radio dramas out there in comedies. I didn't see anything new, but that doesn't mean there isn't. I would love to, since now that my friend Irma is now in public domain, and I would love to reintroduce the new audience to next generation version of my friend Irma that covers the 21st century. I think that'd be kind of cool. But I don't know how well it'll be received. Now, by the way, as I said, I am reading again, and I am enjoying the privilege of reading. I don't always do good with it, but I can read now the print that I used to be able to read. Print on the back of this cassette tape here, which is The Romantic Sea of Tranquility, which I couldn't read the small print for a long time. Copyright 1989, Peaceful Productions, produced by Joseph Abend for Jonella Record Company. Manufactured and distributed by the Special Music Division and Pear Records Division of Essex. So I can read some small print. And that's just writing down here on the bottom cassette. So yes, I can read that small print. So like I said, it's great to be able to read a book again. Now, there's nothing wrong with electronic books. I will be honest when I say that. There are some books in the electronic forms that do work out very well. But also it is found out that a lot of college students have not totally embraced the electronic book medium. Some college students prefer the paper copy. I can tell you two reasons why. Paper copy book, you can actually make notes on the inside of the book. So you can on some ebooks, you can do the same thing, but it's not quite the same thing. How many times have I actually gotten books used from bookstores and there would be some little notes penciled in on margins, and I kind of gave me some insight to what the person would be before me had that book was thinking, and sometimes it was just really exciting to read. So yes, I'm very glad that I have my site and I'm actually able to do the things I used to love. And I love being able to have the privilege of reading a book. What kind of books do I read? Well, I read a little bit of everything. Science fictions and things like that. Science fictions. comedies, fantasies. And of course, I was working for a while on a couple stories of my own, and I kind of tabled when my eyes started really going bad. I kind of dropped the ball with Ballad of the Snow Teen. I really kind of went on to finish it. But in 2012, there was so many things going on in my life that I just couldn't keep up with working on Ballad of the Snow Teen. So I want to finish that. And then, of course, there was The Awakening. That was a pretty interesting story there, too, which I never quite finished yet. It seems like that's one of my biggest issues in my life is I always start something and I never finish the project. And it kind of makes me kind of wonder if that's just the way it is in me. A starter but not a finisher. That sounds kind of sucky, but it's true. Now, so in the next few months, of course, with no TV here, we're going to be spending a lot of time possibly examining where we're going, where I've been, maybe finally starting to finish some of the projects that I keep starting and never getting done. Like we talked about the chroma key processor for years, and finally, maybe in the short time, we're going to get a new one. You probably noticed that we're not really so much using too much the green screen behind us except as a backdrop. There's a lot of reasons why. The first thing is that it's really just a real pain in the butt to constantly come up with backgrounds. Sometimes the backdrops just take too much resources. It takes like 2 hours to render a video when you have a big fancy backdrop in the back. And that just takes a long time to do. And then, of course, you have to set the chroma key settings and everything. So, by the way, Mr. Cat's ear his blister is gone. It popped, and then, of course, I cleaned his ear out. And he's doing fine now. So, still got a little bit of a wax issue, but not as bad. He's an old cat. You can't expect him to be perfect by any stretch of the imagination. And he's got, of course, he's got his summer coat on him. He's getting his summer fur. I don't know why he gets this long, poofy fur in the summer, but he does. And by the way, the landlord will be excuse me, Mr. Cat, don't block the microphone. We'll probably be working on his claws are sharp. Working on the porch again in a couple days, probably on Wednesday. And right now it's just too raining and too wet outside for the contractor to do anything. Because you can get hurt and slip in the mud and the crud and everything else. So he's probably going to be working on the porch on Wednesday again. We're going to need to figure out where to put all the furniture that's on the porch. It seems like that's a big oops. No one thought about that. There's bicycles, there's furniture, there's tables, there's chairs, there's everything. And it's just going to take a long time to go through all that. And so, I wish him luck. I just want you to know that, I'm still sleeping in the yellow house. But I think probably tonight, unless the rain abates by quite a bit. I mean, yes, I have my jacket here and stuff with me, but I'll probably end up sleeping over here tonight because it's wet over there. I mean, it's, just getting over there, I'm going to get soaked. This is the third day in a row I've washed my hair. I'm serious. I just kept washing my hair because I thought that my hair looked yucky. In the video yesterday, it really wasn't my hair that looked yucky. It was just that my iPhone just didn't do the adjust for the white balance correctly for the incandescent that was in the room. So I decided to use Final Cut Express to fix that, and also to deal with the vignetting of the picture because the camera was at a slight angle. So I got that fixed, and it looks good. It looks good. But let's not forget, guys, I'd love to hear comments from you, so please do not be afraid to, talk to me, send comments, questions. I love your questions. nasty, snarky remarks, yeah, well, not really as much. I'll read them, but it doesn't mean I'm going to respond to them. But that's just me. And of course, we are going to be doing a lot of videos here on for the next few weeks, and of course on Thursday of this week, I'm going to be bringing the video for the Cable 13 program down to the cable company. So we're going to have two new programs coming up. They're already up or online right now on Welcome to My World. So if you go to http://www.youtube.com/USER/NASQ, Welcome to My World, and hit enter, you'll see the two newest programs, which actually were also featured on this channel, except that they are the programs that are prepared for the cable channel 13. Some of them have been edited down to fit in the time slot allowed, plus removed any kind of potential material that was be more for the YouTube channel specifically. And of course, I think my life is going pretty good right now overall. I mean, my eyes are doing better. I mean, I'm looking at the studio light right in front of me. I'm not seeing a lot of heavy halos. I can look at the one in the ceiling. I'm not seeing a lot of heavy halos there. I can see pretty clear. And so that's a great thing. I mean, the halos were so bad a couple months ago that I thought I was going to be forever blind and have to learn how to read Braille. Ironically, I know how to read Braille, but I don't use it. So, trying to memorize all the grade 2 Braille contractions is enough to make my head hurt. But I thank Mother God that I'm actually able now to get back to doing the things that I love. And yeah, the violin is definitely on the list for July or June. In fact, don't forget, I said May, but, well, like I said, things changed. So I'm not going to give you any more definitive dates than that. Hey, Rusty, what are you doing? I know. Come on, I'll put some food in your dish. That's not surprising. Nope. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to let you go. And I'll talk to you soon. We'll get some new videos in. And if you've got any ideas for topics, let me know. And we'll see what we can do. Bye-bye, everybody.